Bigfoot with a fan. And that's what we did. We went out together, and it's like 12 investigations later. He won't leave. Do you know how to get rid of him? So what the hell's going on here? I left you alone for 1 second.
Podcast here, sir.
Yeah, I left you alone for 1 second. You take the show over, goddammit. Saying, the best I can think of is tweakers are out in the woods making tree structures. That's what what you meant.
You know, it damn sure wasn't a bunch of Boy Scouts. I told you that.
Suddenly go blowing that way.
Right.
You guys will know.
Yeah.
Well, red alert. The producer's here. Bobby Lee.
These millionaires don't know what Prime is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What are these lowly people drinking?
You know, something like Dog Man, right? And I have no dog in the fight, so to speak.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Banter Richie B Podcast. We're about to get crazy tonight. It's going to be, as we say in Boston, a party. I got a plan for you. Tonight. We're going to go through, we're going to do some sharing screens. We're going to go through some of my old YouTube evidence in celebration of my 100,000th view on my YouTube tonight. And a lot of it's evidence that since we've been out in the woods and putting our boots on and getting out there and doing the work. So I want you guys to have your headphones on. I want you to participate. We're going to talk about some of these videos. We're going to have conversation about some of these videos. And then we are going to get to, you do not want to leave. If you're here right now, first, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit the notify button, because we are in a spot that is hot. And I have experienced, and my crew have experienced something that only few have experienced. I hadn't experienced it in 10 years. And what happened last night was mind-altering, very humbling, and it felt very peaceful. It was amazing. And I want you to stick around for that story. From not just me, but from the other people that were there, a couple of the other people that were there. And also, I'm going to have a visit tonight from one of the Boots on the Ground's legendary status in the house tonight. Mr. Mike Train is going to pop on in, and we're going to get some of his tidbits about this chaos that went on last night, man. I'm telling you what, it was lit. So what I'm going to do is we're going to have Wojo come in first, my co-host Wojo, and we're going to say hi to everybody. We're going to knock off some promos, a couple of announcements that are coming. We have a cancellation, which is sad, but I'm going to tell you about it tonight. And we are going to go over some of the Cobble Mountain Critter Festival that our friends, the Vogel brothers, that are putting on out in Western Mass, that you are going to want to be a part of. I don't care where you are, however you can get here, June 7th, 2025, you get your ass out to Western Mass, because I'm going to tell you something right now. This is going to be a big one the first year, but it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and we're going to fill up the side of a mountain. So you are going to want to be part of that from the ground floor, man. And we got some great people that are going to be there, and I'm going to go down the list and show you, along with Mr. Wojo. And maybe we'll have our friend Elisa from Boots on the Ground come in, another fellow investigator who's been out there in the woods with us, and she's collected a lot of the evidence that we're going to see tonight. So this is just leading up to my 1-year anniversary, which is December 5th. So whatever week that falls on a Saturday, I'll let you know in plenty of time. I know I didn't do it this week, but lots going on. And I'm just trying to get through the spooky season, because a lot of it's the paranormal. So I'm letting the paranormal kind of do their thing, right? Nothing but much love and respect to the Get Haunted crew. Thank you once again for joining us on Get Haunted. If you are on the Get Haunted network right now watching us, thank you for being here. Make sure you get over to Get Haunted and follow them, and you'll see a ton of talented podcasters over there. And the other thing is, get over to Parastream, man. P-A-R-A Stream, Parastream. We are on Parastream right now as we speak. Not live, but recorded. We're working on things over there for originals, for documentaries, all kinds of amazing things on the Parastream network that you can subscribe to. It's $1.34 a month, and it's just like those movie channels that you order for $15 a month. Well, over here, you don't have advertisements. You don't have to worry about paying or not paying for advertisements. You get in there and just click. You get to see a bunch of old vintage castles and places and all kinds of things that we don't have over here. I think there was a date of 1069 is one of the investigations that are going to be going on. I think that was Afterlife Nights with Miss Eve and her crew. She's going to be investigating that along with Ben at 1069. You imagine being in a location of 1,000, the year of 1,069, investigating for ghosts. What the freak? So make sure you get the Parastream and subscribe to that. I know Damien's here. He knows what that's like over there. That place is absolutely crazy on Parastream. So make sure you just get a whole different variation of paranormal investigations. I know they're trying to get more into the cryptids over there as well. We will be helping them do that. If we're not there doing it on the Parastream with our documentaries yet, we will be consulting them through it and helping them out. So let's, no further ado, let's bring out everybody's favorite. The Wojo is in the house.
Hello, hello, hello. What's happening? Boo. Boom. All right, let's go.
Yeah,
we got a great show tonight. Can't wait.
We are fired up. So make sure you stick around for the towards, second half of this show. We're going to really get into what happened last night. And not only just last night, the Saturday before. And a lot of it is going to be, some of it I'll try to pull up so we can kind of experience it, all that stuff. I have some clips on here I can play for everybody. You can hear something getting thrown at us through the woods, blah, 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 right? Absolute chaos. The night investigations have absolutely ramped up the game. I'm telling you what, man. If you are new here and your first time here, just stick around, man. Listen, we swear, we talk some shit. You know what I mean? We're not the norm, I guess, in a sense. I don't know. You know what I mean? I can only say I'm me, and that's all I'm ever going to be. So
just have fun. That's it.
Yeah, we like to have a lot of fun, but we're serious with our researches. So let's go. What's up, Kaylee? I see you peeking, girl. What's up? Check it out. Check it out. Bree was the first one in tonight. Congratulations.
Hey.
Yep. Henry's here. Let's see. Get haunted. No, that's me. Gonna need your headphones, friends. I said it early. If you don't have headphones, man, you might miss out on some things. So get your headphones on. We're doing an evidence type of show. We're going to go over some old footage, a lot of my clips from my YouTube that I put up there for my shorts. Some of them are repetitive only because I like to show the evidence more than once. So if people just buzz by and they see another one, they get that same one back, and maybe it kind of stops them in their tracks. That's the mentality anyways. What do I know, right? I'm just an old dude. Let's see. Henry Bree. Jeez, Henry and Bree. Big Andy's in the house. What's up, Big Andy?
Hey,
How you doing, my man? We love you, bro. Good to see you. Member of the Boots on the Ground Bigfoot Investigations crew. Miss Michelle. She is actually a member of the crew, but she's a virtual member of the crew. She just didn't know it until I just said it yet. Just now. Sky's in the house. There's a member of the Boots on the Ground. Very key member, working on a lot of technical stuff for us right now, cutting up some pictures and videos and all that stuff, trying to get our evidence clean. Stacy Lynn, what's happening? How are you? Good to see you, my friend.
This is Dave.
Damian Smith, welcome back to the Banter Richie B podcast. We haven't seen you in quite some time, my friend. We love you, man. We do see a lot in our little secret private messenger group. Never enough Damian in your life. Trust me on that. And he says a very good morning. He's in Scotland, so that's why he says good morning. Major tech issues, but I'm here, bro. No worries. We knew you'd get to the bottom of it. Sam from Sam's Pretty Paranormal. Make sure you like and subscribe to Sam from Sam's Pretty Paranormal. She's a badass. She's amazing. She interviewed me and Wojo right in the woods for a school project of hers and got an A. I was a little pissed he didn't give you an A+. Give him my phone number and he and I will talk. There's A+s for everybody, damn it, when the Richie and the Wojo show up. Heidi's here. What's up, Heidi?
Heidi.
From Boulder, Colorado area. Thank you for coming in, saying hello. Congrats. That's how it's done. Thank you, man. No, I think it's cool, and again, I'm not a viral video guy. I'm a worker bee, and for 100,000 within a year, I'm really happy with that. So 100,000 views is really good. I've been watching that number climb, and yeah, it's just hard work, paying off. And again, I'm not trying to accomplish things with clicks and views, but it is nice when you see that stuff. I'm here for the research, and I always will be. So that will never change. And trust me, I've had plenty come up to me about cool stuff. Let's see. Ernie, your name's right there, Ernie. Your name's right there. It's hello, everyone. Hi, Richie.
Ernie.
It's Ernie. We know it's Ernie. Ready? We got to do the Ernie. We got to do the Ernie. We got to point to Ernie, point to ourselves, and point back to Ernie. What's up, brother? Ernie's amazing, man. We got to sit down with him, and all credit goes to Wojo for calling Ernie and talking with Ernie and getting to know Ernie. And Ernie has an amazing story. It's well documented if you love a good Bigfoot encounter and detail and in poise. That's the things I noticed. His poise was amazing in telling it, and obviously being living through it, I should say. Sorry, but that's some scary times, dude. A lot of people panic in that time, And I just saw a light go up. Let's get all the like buttons hit. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on now. I always like buttons. Never enough like buttons. D-Hoot. D-Hoot, D-Hoot, D-Hoot. What is up? Good evening all. I'm wondering how the photos Wojo took came out. Pretty awesome. Hopefully you all can share them if it was successful. We have some that we have to put in the StreamYard to see. I don't have any up on my YouTube. I do have the actual investigation that I am going to try getting to while sharing a screen. So it's a little bit different here. A lot of things haven't been put in. I'm not putting a lot in the StreamYard for two reasons. One, I'm kind of producerless at this point, and I'm not staying with StreamYard. So I've looked at the different platforms to stream from, and StreamYard has given me a lot of trouble. So and now they want to up their numbers, and I'm not playing that game. So I don't want to leave anything behind, so to speak, right? Let's go. I see Cass is here. What's up, man? What's up? And of course, I said hello to why is this jumping? Oh, Joe Hillenbrand. What's going on? Hey, what's going on here? Nothing, man. Just a bunch of dudes hanging out, not wearing pants, Joe. Don't worry. Nothing to worry about, buddy. Nothing to worry about. Beth Brownlee, how are you? How's it going? Good to see you. Make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, please, if you're new here and you haven't done so. Kaylee's here. Hello, Kaylee from the Get Haunted family. Good to see you. A lot of you are from the Get Haunted family, really, and we appreciate you guys, man. And you're part of our family, and that's what we got going. We got a family going, man. I'm psyched I opened up this avenue to my life, and it was a good decision. Lisa, don't go far because you're coming up on stage because we're going to go over. So here we go. You ready? Listen up. We got a kick-ass show in store. I'm waiting for Mr. Trainer to pop in. We'll have him come up because I want to go over the Cobble Mountain Critter Festival put on by the Vogel Brothers. June 7th, 2025. I'm going to go over the list of speakers, give you an idea of what's going on. It's going to be a regular thing for me. We're one of the main, let's see, go Ole Miss. Thanks, Joe. We're doing a lot of the promos for them, and we're super excited about it. You know what I mean? So it's awesome. You know what I mean? We're just pumped, and we're pumped for them, and they've been putting themselves out there. They've been putting the work in and doing their thing. So we got a lot of different guests they have coming. Some I know, some I don't know. I know Ernie Davio is definitely going to be there. And again, we'll go over that in a minute. So we're going to bring Lisa, you there? Yep, she gave me a head nod. Middle finger, please, is the password. Yeah, F you. You're not coming in here. Flip me off.
You're out.
Yeah, you're out of here.
You're out of here.
All right, listen up. So listen, as everybody knows, we all participate in this broadcast. We always do. We're all a team. Speak freely. Swear words are welcomed. All right. And my moderators, you know what you got to do. Hello, Lisa.
Hey, boys. How are ya?
Oh, we're doing good. Good to see you, sister.
What's happening?
Good.
You look tired. You look tired also.
Oh, my God. What a night.
Oh, what a night.
Night.
Lately coming.
So late October back in 24. Something like that. How's
I
that?
thought it was 63.
Back in 60s.
Yeah, it was 63. I made it 24. Really? What do you? I give up. I give up. All right. So this is what we're going to do. Let's see. I got some info. Okay. All right. I just want to make sure my screen's up. Mr. Mike, if you're there, the password's middle finger. Yep. You flip me off. You're not coming in either flipping me off. This is ridiculous. All right. Hang on. Where did I just lose that? Home. Okay. No, not that home. This home. All right. There it is. All right, now we're there. Let's bring Mike up because Mike's gonna be part of this. And what's up, Mr. Mike Trainer? What's up? What?
Is Mike mute? Are you muted?
Yeah, no, not on my screen. He's not. He did this last time. So Mike has a problem with his mic. Isn't that weird every time?
Yeah, he has to press more the button more and then fix the audio.
All right, more and then fix the audio.
So when you press audio, you're probably on speakerphone and you have to go to default.
Yes. Hello, Tracy. Thank you for popping in. I know you can't stay. There's a lot going on. I told you it's spooky season, people. You know what I mean? I totally respect spooky season. You guys do your thing, man. We love and respect it. So be safe with whatever you do and enjoy yourself and just enjoy spooky season. Thank you for stopping by. That means a lot to us. Seriously.
Yeah. Thank you.
It says reset your mic, Mike. It worked last time after clicking audio and selecting mic. How does
it sounds like a rap.
Hang on, I just put you back there to see if you can figure it out. Let me know when you think you got it. We'll bring it up and try it again. Richie, I lost the feed just after the thermal came out. Any excited? I'm telling you, D-Hood, it was nuts. It was nuts. Listen, we got to keep it together. We're going to talk about this in a little while. I know you're excited. Even the virtual people that big event tonight, awesome. Even the virtual folks that were out there, man, it was chaos, man. Hey, make sure you guys hit that like button in here. Definitely, please and thank you. Anything yet, Michael? No,
If
we did this last time.
Depending on if it's an Android, my special Android has a mic button down at the bottom. There's a bar that says mic, cam, chat, and then the more. But the mic button's the first button on mine if it's a cell phone.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't have anything here showing that he's muted.
Oh, he's on a laptop, Rich.
So here, why don't we do this? Why don't we bounce you and have you come back in? It's because I have edit mic settings. Yep, nothing. You want to come back? You want to leave studio and come back? All right, do that. Jiggle the handle, Cass says. Love it, bro. Love it. Bigger handle, right?
Cass must still be on the couch.
And glad I'm not only one who gets tech issues. Great when it goes as planned. Even Richie.
Oh, no one's worse than you, Damien. Stay Echo.
Stay Echo. All right, so I'm going to let me get up my share screen, folks, and let's get on with this. So, because we got a lot of show to get to, and I don't want everybody to leave before the big finish comes. Let's see. All right. Oh wait, who's that? There we go. All right. That is Martin. He's an interesting fella. I got to talk to you guys about. But anyways, here we go. Let's see. I probably won't see comments. Go into Windows audio settings. Set mic to appropriate device. Mike's not here at the moment, but I will save that one. What's up, Ronald? How you doing down there in Florida, my friend? Good to see you.
Rock and Ron.
I can't wait to get yelled at for something any minute.
That's what we hear.
All right, cool. So I don't see the comments right now, so I apologize if I'm delayed getting your comments because I want the screen to be a little bigger for you. All right, Cobble Mountain Critter Festival is Saturday, June 7th, 2025. It's a benefit fundraiser for Greater Springfield and surrounding Hilltown community areas. Youth outdoor education and ethics awareness programs. By participating and going to the festival, you'll be helping to send kids to camp, get kids back outdoors, helping to support and supply outdoor educational and ethics materials, school kids planting trees for Arbor Day, and more. The Cobble Mountain Critter Festival is family friendly, held in Russell, Massachusetts. The festival has a fun Bigfoot, UFO, paranormal theme, and has booked quality speakers. We're looking for vendors, business, and corporate sponsors to help with these goals. There's plenty of landscape outdoor space for a diverse selection of vendors from near and far, local crafters, artisans, and some music as well. Food truck trailer concession space is available but limited. Your support is welcomed. So there it is. And as you can see, our guest down there in the bottom middle pictures, Mike Trainer, actually is the one who made that logo as well. So that's from the Snappy Turtle, man. If you ever want some kind of decals or something, you go to Snappy Turtle on Etsy and you get yourself some decals, man. And we got some guest speakers here. Gene, talk about big cats or cryptids you've seen or currently seeing. Gene Tewksbury will be speaking here and is the go-to investigator in Maine. She's a wealth of information on the subject. She'll be here sharing information you don't want to miss. So make sure you're there for that. Keynote speaker, Gene Tewksbury, right? Vendors, crafters, and artisans and speakers can set up Friday. Vendors only. Camping available. Contact Eric at wildguide2yahoo.com. Huge event. This is going to be freaking epic, huge, earth-shattering, big. Like, you want to be part of this. And here's our boy Animal. Speaker, Mr. Joshua Adelia. Seasoned paranormal investigator and paranormal diver. Paranormal diver. Dude goes in the water around shipwrecks doing this stuff. With years of experience exploring unexplained phenomena on land and underwater, as host of the Animal Podcast Show, he travels to haunted locations, conducting interviews. He is on directly after us at 8 o'clock, man. You don't want to miss that. They're seeking volunteers as well if you're up in that area, perhaps. Oh, look at this guy. Ernie Davia will be here June 7th, 2025. He's on the side right now. His encounter and story, a local encounter on Drake Mountain in Granville, Mass., home to Cobble Mountain Critter. Awesome. So listen, this is what I want you guys to do. I want you to get over to this page. There's Ernie right there. What's up, Ernie? We see you. Speaker announcement, Dave McCullough, man. What's up? Dave McCullough is going to be there. You don't want to miss out. Keynote Bigfoot speaker. Absolute legend, man. You want to be there for that.
Massachusetts.
Yep. Well, whatever. Always looking for vendors. Let's see. Outlook Farm. Oh, that's different. Something else. Okay, so there I am. I didn't see that. I'm like, oh, I didn't know I was on that page. That's a great picture of me.
Oh, I'm in the middle.
Speaker announcement, Mike Trainer. We'll be sharing information on the Bridgewater Triangle area and state of Rhode Island. It might be a little state, but there's a rich history of sightings and reports that come out of the area. Mike is a Massachusetts native who now lives in Rhode Island. An early interest in wildlife led him to pursue a degree in marine biology, and he worked in various capacities as a fisheries biologist for over 10 years. He now operates a small, graphic design, as we told you, Snappy Turtle. His involvement in the Sasquatch topic began early 2010s when Bigfoot shows and documentaries rekindled an old fascination with the mystery. His initial inquiry evolved into an obsession, and he has continued to pursue answers while making some amazing discoveries and friendships along the way. 100% one of my good buddies. I love Mike Trainer. Respect Mike Trainer.
And speaking of Mike Trainer, Rich, sorry to interrupt, but he just sent me a chat that he thinks he's all set.
Oh, okay, good. I'm coming right out to get you, man. So cool. So let me leave that up. Let's see if we can exit the full screen. All right, sorry, Ann. Okay, here we go. So, Ben, what's up, man? Let's go. How's the Wojo and Mr. B doing tonight? Mr. Ben Kennerly. I always want to add an S to the poor guy's name. I'm going to stop sharing that screen. We'll bring Mike back up. So make sure you guys get over to that page, the Cobble Mountain Critter Festival page, and follow it. It's already up to almost 200 people following it, and we got a whole year to go. So make sure you guys get over there, please. Is there a live for this event? I'm sure I would happily wait. I just hit the comments. Mike, you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Hey.
Sweet. Awesome. Good to see y'all.
No, seriously. So we were just on the screen and we noticed that you're a keynote speaker over there at the Cobble Mountain Critter Festival. How pumped are you for that?
Dude, I'm psyched. Should be a lot of fun.
Dude, it's going to be. I think
Looking
that's
forward.
going to be because we're all going to be let loose in the wild literally together.
For sure. And in a squatchy area, too. I know you hate that word, but it is.
Well, we know it is.
Yeah.
I
Definitely
do. Ben is here, by the way. He is the co-founder and lead tech guy for Parastream. So make sure you get over to Parastream. Like I said, man. Just subscribe. It's $1.34 a month. You can watch paranormal. You can watch. I know Jason Kenzie's on there with searching for Sasquatch. All his documentaries are on there, man. And you can just go over there and click and everything else. No advertisement, all that stuff. Look at our member over here. What's this guy doing? What's this guy Steve Barnard doing? What's up with you, bro?
What's
How
happening,
you
brother?
doing? What you doing tonight? Good to see you. So listen, what we're gonna do, and this is what I want to do. I want to lead up. So we've had a lot of evidence, and Mike knows I consult with Mike a lot about a lot of things. Last night I didn't get into it. I didn't get to Mike because I called two other ones. It was late by the time I got done on the phone. But people that had experienced this particular thing that we went through last night, I don't have a lot of words for it. It's something that I didn't really, not buy into. I don't want to say that. I think that's a cheap term, and it makes people that had that experience, think that we don't believe them. That's not the case. We just hadn't experienced it. It's simple. If you have a ghost walk up to you and you believe in ghosts, if you don't, then you might not. You might have an open mind, but you might not believe in them, right? So, and a lot of the things that have been building up to what happened last night and the weekend before, which was quite amazing. I think switching it to the night investigations, as unprepared as we are technology-wise, has really rendered a lot of evidence. Mike, you done a lot of night investigations, bro?
Not as of late, unfortunately. But over time, a few, nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy, yeah.
And I haven't had any or many experiences.
Bro, it's been nuts.
I followed a little bit. I haven't been able to catch up fully, but it looks like you guys are into some wild stuff.
Yeah, it's been great. It's been scary at times, to be honest with you. We are nervous and frightened. You know what I mean? And then there's the times where you just feel calm and at peace and you're okay with it, But I'm not.
That's why I haven't interrupted Richie yet. Oh, until now. But see, I'm just so
ready to go.
No, I'm just ready to go. But I am chilled because it took a lot out of us. But
it did. I was exhausted. How are you feeling, Lisa? I felt tired most of the day, kind of drained, but kind of floating. You know what I mean?
I said it to Wojo. I was so full of adrenaline when I got home, but then I passed out. It was the best night's sleep I ever had. But I woke up feeling like crap. I felt
really?
so and hungover and just flat energy.
Hang on, sorry. I'm pushing buttons over here.
Bigfoot moonshine. That's what it was.
Yeah, no, I think everybody probably felt the same way. I mean, it seems like that's what comes out of this when you have a big experience like that. And, not just a big experience, but multiple experiences, right? Anybody on the side, has anybody been out there, and I haven't really directly asked this question to you guys. Some of you I know, but like Cass and, a few other people that are on there, have you ever been out looking for Sasquatch? If you have, just put a thumb, and then I want to ask, maybe you can answer a question or two for us, No, Henry, I don't know if anybody felt low frequencies. I have no idea. I did have some crazy technical interference. Again, now this is not just a one-time thing, and it was in an area where I don't have any technical issues whatsoever, ever, since we've been out there all summer long. There's certain spots you get to know because you go out there, repetitively, that you have either low internet or everybody on the side saying, "Hey, you're pixelated." I had 5G. You could hear me screaming like a schoolgirl that I had 5G with 2 bars. And yeah, it was Heidi. I think you definitely have pointed that out a few times. Hi, strangers. But I mean, have you been directly out maybe with people or friends or yourself, even on a hike and, looking for Sasquatch, so to speak? You know what I mean? And that's I kind of want to know that, because some of these experiences that we're having, after almost a decade of me doing this, they're new, they're different. And I can't say that I've been out in the woods by myself. Because most of the time, since what? I don't know, me and Mike, I've known a few years. It's a 21, right? So, yeah. So, and even then, I haven't really done night investigations. You know what I mean? So I wasn't going to go out there at night by myself, because I had a genuine fear back then. You know what I mean? Like, this shit's real. You know what I'm saying? This shit's real. And I even thought, if I go out there, with a piece on my hip and stuff, then I started thinking, will I get to it quick enough? Can I pull enough rounds off? You know what I mean? How many will there be? You go through all those things in your head, and then you realize, wait, I could have been dead 10 times easily, if they wanted me dead, easily. Any one of us I've been out with, and we don't know where they were. You know how close they were. You hear that knock. You don't know where the next one's standing. We've all had little, if not little, but big experiences together, So, Richie, we got to figure out a piece of equipment to allow the side to see what's going on. Listen, you can always send donations. Thank you. No, I'm aware of that 100%. And we got the FLIR and all that, and we're trying to piece it together. It was our fourth investigation? Not even third, maybe nighttime.
Well, I would say like 3 with us, but I mean, with Lisa.
Right.
But I think the 4th one, I mean, I'm adding the Chama Farm with me, you, and Mike.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point, too. Yeah. So, it's in its infancy in that sense. You know what I mean? And no, I would love to. And like D Hooch says, I'll contribute to that. You know what I mean? So, buy the merch, right? Yeah, no, it just gets pricey, and you got everybody kind of stretching and things like that. We don't have all those big name things, but we're trying any way we can. We try to get you up to the FLIR. We try to get you up to the night vision. And sometimes, to be honest with you, I'm okay with not having that. And I know it's black and it's boring, but the audio should tell you a lot of things. You know what I mean? And sometimes you're experiencing what we're experiencing. So I want you to experience what I'm experiencing. I'm standing there in the dark. I can see shape of a tree in front of me, but I can't really see any more than you can. You know what I mean? So it's definitely difficult. Last Saturday, yeah. No, we would. There was a group local to me that does it. Okay, good. Yeah, just make sure you trust that group that you're with. I mean, it's not something to take lightly, I don't think. You got to prepare for survival. You got to prepare for safety. You got to know the land you're on, because you got to know an exit. There's some of these places I just like Mike. You know the Freetown Forest, but you don't know it. I don't think enough to be able to get out of there in a hurry if you had to. In a panic.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah,
For
you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spent hundreds of hours in there probably.
Yeah, see, that makes sense. That right there makes sense. And to me, I couldn't do that. I'd have to rely on you to get me out of there. So I'd have to follow you in the dark to get out. You know what I'm saying? So
right. And for that reason, I mean, there are certain areas that I don't go alone, because I don't want to have to try to get out alone. Because I think about the times where people are like, I got lost because something happened.
That panic, right?
Right, exactly. And even if nothing's happening, you can psych yourself out and panic yourself. So especially as of late, kids and all that, I try to stay as safe as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why one of the things that I push, one of the pieces of equipment that I push, is the headsets. It's just, if we all get scattered and separated, you can at least click that button and go, hey, where are you at? Or, hey, I'm over here. You got to come get me. I think I'm stuck, or, I broke my ankle, or Bigfoot's looking at me. You know what I mean? Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think that's key, rather than just screaming through the woods and everybody trying to figure shit out, I think it makes a big difference. Getting out the dock is a whole different level. I agree, D, 100%. And that's why we're trying the best we can to bring you guys every piece that we can. And you see what happens to technology. I've been having my technology messed with. I don't think it's legit in the sense where, the technology went down. Just as I'm going to pan in on something. It just, it's
that's super common, super common.
What, with this stuff, you mean, with this subject?
Yeah, just the idea of them draining batteries.
It's bizarre to me, bro.
Yeah, bizarre. But then, you think of energy and frequency or something. And
yeah.
Like my
It kinda
phone was
might
fully
make sense
charged.
because
all the way.
there's right.
Mhm.
You know, and obviously, you know, like I said, you guys aren't the first and won't be the last to say that that's happened.
Yeah, and it's like the paranormal world. I'm used to it. I investigated that for years with my family, so I'm used to the bad. And maybe that's why I have such a hard time with grasping it because, oh man, because I don't associate it as a paranormal type subject. You know what I mean? So I'm having a hard time understanding how this creature or something is doing what it's doing. But I got to be honest with you. After last night, it's a different creature to me.
I'm gonna need like a 20-second summary of your night last night because I caught up on a few things, but I don't know the whole story. I don't think.
Well, I want to bring it up to you live here, and then I want to get your opinion.
When you're ready. Okay, right.
Yeah, so we're gonna get to that, but it's definitely something that was blowing, man. All right, I don't want to keep dragging you guys with me. It's not right. You know what I mean? A tease is a tease, but now this is getting ridiculous, right?
I know.
Go ahead.
I'm thinking, did you already talk about it? Like, did I miss it already? Because you're talking about it as if.
No, we talked amongst our groups, and I sent some things into the Boots on the Ground Messenger.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah, and they were hard to kind of make out, but if you put them, that's why I said if you put it together with context with what happened, those pictures will make sense. Do you know what I mean? So,
I saw those. Yeah, I'm just right.
Yeah. So the headsets are the best way to communicate. Yes, too, while staying quiet. 100%. I'm having a deja vu right now. It's crazy.
Me too. Just now.
It's creepy. Summary. Look. All right. Never mind. Listen, that's not. No. But we have. All right. Never mind. We have it on. We have things on video actually. All around. Yes, it was. Yeah. Well, there you go. Now everybody's giving it all away on me. Thanks. Appreciate it. But that's okay. But we're gonna get into it from our perspective. And no, Cass, I totally get it, man. Listen, I get it, dude. We're fighting to get the view from our angle. So you're secondary and through technology. So it's you're three away compared to us directly fighting to get what we were getting. So it's a lot harder to do that. You know what I mean? But it still beats me. I don't want to bring a fucking camera in there and bring it back to the back room and edit it. And then everybody be like, oh, what'd you do? What'd you do? Alter it? What's that? AI? I don't want to do that. I have to deal with AI. And AI is a new thing. And AI is something that I don't want to deal with and have people think that we would do something like that. But because I go on YouTube as well, and I'm not just a podcaster or a Sasquatch researcher. I'm someone that looks in there and goes, oh, that doesn't look real. You know what I mean? Or, oh, that's bullshit. Oh, I wonder how many times he doctored that mess. You know what I mean? Like, it happens to all of us. I'm trying to avoid that as much as it sucks. I want to bring it raw and real as I can, but as clear as I can. And sometimes these things aren't going to allow us to do that. Go ahead, Wojo. He's got his hand up.
So to follow up on what Rich, no, it was a finger. So no, yeah. But to follow up, like to answer, to add on to Richie's, what he's saying is also too is having the video is one thing, D-Hoop, but I think that the audio that you think that's going to go with the video is completely a different ball game. Okay, so maybe we just need like a parabolic mic, a big one, and to record, to really do a lot of recording. We're trying to make things simple and not overburden us with equipment either.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's a different ball game. It's hard, and unfortunately, that my mic, I have an added mic to my phone, and my audio is like really good, and picks up a lot. But the hard part is trying to chop it up, and when I have an Android, Richie's got it's just passing it on. Instead of maybe we'll think of outside the box a little bit more and get a nice recording parabolic mic, not the hand one that I have, Rich, but something bigger where you can just pull the SIM card up and just throw it for audio to follow up with the video of what's going on. But again, it's a lot of editing, and you try to add and subtract times and match things up. It's not easy.
Yeah, and then you get into a good parabolic mic, and you're talking $1,000 just for the parabolic mic, for the real good ones that I've priced. because they're serious. You know what I mean? Basically, you could hear a Martian fart on Mars. You know what I mean? So, and I did that once back in the 80s while tripping on acid, just to keep pointing out. Okay, trust me, I did. I kept trying to reach his ass.
I'm sure Ron's not on here going, yeah, I was there. I was on top of the moon.
Ron. It was probably Ron, actually. Ron was probably the Martian on Mars ripping fats. No, Cass, I didn't take it like that. That's fine, dude. And I try to empathize with your perspective. And sorry, I didn't click up the comment. No, I know that, bro. No, nothing like that. Never worried. No, so I get it. And we're trying to empathize where we're like, man, it's hard for us. I can imagine what it is for you guys. You know what I mean? So you got to be careful. But yeah, as Sky's saying, hopefully the new cam that I got to use for the investigations will be able to see much clearer, which it should. But you're talking to camera. I don't have anything on the side where I can talk to my guests with either. You know what I mean? So it's, you're still dealing with that camera issue where, the good thing is if you have it live and you have it on a camera, you can see from the clear camera that we're not editing nothing because it's live on YouTube. And if you're really that snoopy, you can actually match it up. So that's the theory that we're kind of going with, trying to make this work again, so we're not cutting things up and being suspect. You know what I mean? So because that's the way society is. So check it out. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get us some fun videos. I got some music. Some of the music's loud. You might not want to hear it loud. I don't know. I might dance a little. Mike Trainer might dance a little. There's a chance that Mike Trainer dances. All right. So you don't want to miss that. All right. Hello, Courtney Peterson, the queen of Get Haunted, is here. Oh, everybody.
How you doing, Courtney?
Hello, your hind ass. How are you?
I love that picture.
Good to see you, Courtney. Good to see you, friend. Good to see you. Just say hi to me, Courtney. That's all that matters. Just stop all the bullshit, okay? There you go, girl. See, we missed you. I haven't seen you much. I missed you. It's spooky season. I get it. Everybody's busy. That's why I've been doing my own thing. So, by the way, we have a list of guests coming up after Halloween because what are you going to do? Bring up paranormal people to be on your podcast because it's Halloween? Well, everybody's freaking doing that. You know what I mean? So you got a thin stock to pull from because they're all doing something else. And then you're talking about the same subject. So I didn't want to go there. Sorry, I'm a little different like that. But after Halloween, we have some guests coming. I got Michael Thompson, the author. Remember from the Cryptid Fest, right? He's a really cool dude. He's a really smart, witty author where he works cryptids into his stories and stuff, and they're fun. That's going to be a fun show. So hopefully Ernie Davio will be here. He said he would. We just don't know when. Gene Tewksbury, you've been talking to Gene. Hopefully Gene will come on, right? And we got a few others, maybe get Joe DeAndre to come on. I've been talking to him here and there, so that's been nice having conversations with him. Or as he says, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, he's such a great guy. He really is.
He goes. So you want to go on an expedition with me? I said, well, yes, sir. Yes, sir, I do. And he goes, well, that's nice. And he says to us, remember that day? He goes, I feel like a celebrity.
Yeah, he goes, I feel like a celebrity. And his hands are going like this. I feel like a celebrity. I'm going, oh my God.
That's nice.
He's a local celebrity for sure.
He 100% is, and Cryptid, Carlozzi did an amazing clip of him. Some of the old, some of the new. We were in it too, Wojo, with Phil with 2 L's and all the pictures we did with Joe was towards the end of her clip that she did. She revamped an old clip and put them together and put it on YouTube and just called him what he is, the Godfather. You know what I mean? So, you have guys in the paranormal world and things like that in different geographical locations. But I think Joe DeAndre is the first one that took all the hits and took all the punches so we could sit here and talk like this and be more accepted than it was before he opened his mouth. And not only did he just open his mouth, the dude stuck to his guns. He didn't waver. His story is exactly the same. It hasn't changed. I watched it and I heard it. So, you know what I mean? That's going to say something.
And he did his research and was boots on the ground for a while too. He earned the respect.
Oh, 100%. He had a whole expedition crew that he would go on, and you had to fill out an application to be on his team.
Yeah, for sure.
Which reminds me, I'm going to send you guys a piece of paper. I need you to fill it out. Okay, thanks.
Sure.
Especially Lisa.
I thought this was the application.
There you go. No, that's the password. That's totally different. Fantastic, Lisa. All right, let's get into some of my clips that we found on YouTube. We hit 100,000 views, Mike, within a year, so we're pretty excited about that.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. You know, chipping away and stuff, and well, you figure what, a little over 10 months. So it was pretty awesome. And again, I have nothing viral. I'm just out here putting boots on the ground, and all you guys have been part of that. And I just want to share some of the, I don't know, the stuff I do when I'm sitting on the couch before bed and I'm just clicking pictures and putting them together and matching up music and dancing on my couch while everybody else in my house is sleeping because I'm weird. But whatever. You call it weird, I call it personality. You know? Let's see. They can hardly understand me the way I speak, Sky says. How do we feel about that, Mojo?
Ask somebody else.
Why? You what? Because you can understand him because you're his brother? You translate? Have you translated your whole life for him?
It's like Bigfoot talk. I can understand. But for him, it's I can't understand. No.
Right?
I have no idea.
All right, here we go. Enough of my bullshit. I disagree. I understand him fine. Well, you've been around a long time, Bree. Can you translate? Do you speak Matthew? Love you, brother. You know I do. You know I do. All right, here we go, folks. Let's have a little fun right now. We'll loosen up. We'll play this for a little while. We might talk about a few of the clips, and then we're going to get into some of the investigations that have happened at night. I speak Matthew fluently. This is great. I love it. So I think if I make it larger here, does it make it larger for everybody else, or does that not happen like that? Everybody else can make their screens large, right?
Yeah.
Make your screens large and put your headphones on. Let's go! Sorry.
I'm afraid to touch anything. I'm, you know.
Yeah, not you. For one, you're wearing those slippers on your hands. Those things don't work.
I'm freezing.
Yeah, well, we know how cold you are, Lisa.
Yeah. Cold-hearted.
Cold-hearted. Here we go. Everybody hear it all right? I saw Mike dancing.
Little head nod.
Critics have spoken and saying they appreciate my bad speech. That one was cool right there.
Yeah.
See a lot of your names over there on the side. You'll see them down bottom because I don't want to edit. Sorry. Not a double bear track, by the way. Just saying. That's a cool print right there. That one right there was Rochester, where the sounds were coming from the security camera. Oh, there's that. I love that one. There's the dream catcher. The broken dream catcher. Ah! There might be some bad points in these, by the way. Sorry. Bad word. It's not made for kids. Oh yeah, look at that one. That's the one next to that's at October Mountain too. That footprint. Look at that double break. Is that a triple or a double? Mike dancing to this?
No, but his beard is. Oh my God. That was cool. I like that.
I've never done that before.
All right, ready? Listen.
Yep.
Right there, knock. Everybody hear the knock? Right there. That was the one right after I actually sneezed, wasn't it?
Yep.
I just clipped it out.
And then we had a vocalization like a few minutes after this.
Yeah,
that
we
was
did.
amazing. Look at that twist.
Yeah, that twist is crazy, right?
Yeah.
This is like the epic songs. That good-looking guy.
The song.
A lot of them I like the show because you don't get to see them for a long time. So you get to see it like the double break. Love that double break. That's my brother and my nephews. Wish I got a better picture of that.
That was cool.
Not a double bear track. Just saying. Oh, that's this guy here. That's this guy. That's the first print. Some old friends of ours.
Very old.
Travesty. Remember that, Woj?
The hut area.
My girl. 40-foot X.
That was the best X.
No, none better.
That was yeah.
My boy Max. That's that arch right by the huts. Now there's one on here. Oh, look, there it is. Look at this. No sound. This is that one, everybody.
That was just creepy, man. And we saw that yesterday, Mike, and it's still like that. We moved the leaves, and it was just incredible.
You see that, Mike? You seen this one, right?
Yeah, I did. Is
I don't know
it degraded a bunch, Mojo?
Not a whole lot.
No,
You
not a
never
whole lot
cast
at all.
that, right?
Yeah, no, I just did. We didn't. I don't know why. And it's so deep, and I mean,
Yeah,
it's
you
most
need
of it.
10
It'd
pounds.
be a little.
Probably.
Say
Mike,
again.
let's give you a,
Say it again, Mike.
Yeah, I said you need 10 pounds of plaster to cast that.
It's so
Oh,
deep,
God.
dude. It's
Yeah,
so weird. I
especially
don't-
because that thumb-looking thing is what you really would want to capture anyway.
right. So you want to go to the top.
Yeah.
that has to be about 3 inches deep.
Oh yeah,
It was
it's
deep.
probably a little
It
more than
was-
that. I bet you. I
Yeah.
could probably measure it on my Scaniverse. I don't know if I did or not. I can't remember. You see the
Yeah.
claws on it? Does it look like claws up front?
Yeah.
I don't know what to make of that, dude.
I don't know, man, but the prints I got from Middleborough have signs of like long toenails.
The ones over near where we are, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting, Mike. Yeah, Rich. That could
Yeah,
be
I should show you guys sometime. Mojo's never seen these actually. I should bring them out sometime.
Yeah, you should bring those out. Yeah,
That could
I'm
be like
almost,
a
I think
left
I'm
foot.
mobile again too. So
nice. We'll have Wojo
Wow.
autograph them for you.
Yeah.
oh, I don't know about that, but maybe we'll put some
Boo.
masking tape on it, and he can sign the masking.
A little masking tape.
Yeah.
I would say that'd be like a left foot because of that thumb area because that goes right down. That was deep.
Well, I'm
If
sure it
not a
was.
hand or a forearm or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sure
Ron.
it was super wet when the print was made. We get that, but
We had some rainstorms prior to that.
yeah, I mean it's
And a
still
lot
not.
since too, right? It's been
But,
a while.
but you have to understand, right? But you have to understand too. We're out in the woods a lot. We know that we can tell the difference between what's deep and what's not deep. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
This is deeper than the others. It could be more of an aggressive walk too that kind of forcefully pushes it in. You know what I mean?
Or a run.
Or a hand.
Mm.
Because that print off to the right is just mind blowing.
Mm.
I don't know what has that. I could stare at that all day, but I won't. Don't worry. I see the toe print there. Yep.
There's Robert Kreider in New Mexico says that like he thinks they're walking in all sorts of ways, like on the sides of their hands and the sides of their feet and stuff, like kind of just shuffling around. You know what I mean? So it really could be any sort of appendage in any kind of orientation.
That's respectful. I can see that.
I mean,
Oh, sorry.
with weight, obviously.
What were you saying?
I was just saying something with substantial weight. That is, though, not
Yeah.
like a deer hanging out there or something.
Yeah, and it's funny. Cass brings this is one thing I was going to say actually about that. I'll go back to it while we discuss it. From a perch, the interesting part is this is actually in a little gully in a sense. It's all dried up now, but so my point being, instead of on a perch, it's already got a little bit of protection where it could kind of hunker down and just peek up over. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good point that you make and a good observation on your behalf. It is an amazing print. It's an amazing find, and it was there last night when we were there. So,
but it's also slightly on an incline too, Rich. Like it's like almost like the bottom side of that hill.
Right, but that you can also see the slide in the back of it down by where the words are. I apologize, but there's some kind of a slide, and we don't know if that's the wrist slide from a hand or if that's a heel slide from a foot. So that's the interesting part about this picture is you don't know. You try to determine the motion, but like what Cass just brought up, if it's a hand or if it's a foot, where it's located, you could still come up whether it was a foot or a hand.
Or a crouch position, Rich.
Or a crouch position. That's fine. That's either way. That's fine. That's what I'm saying. It's either a foot or a hand. Either you're crouching or you're. Why you gotta yell at me all the time?
No, I'm just thinking like, wow, yeah, because all I'm saying is because the hill's still going up, so it's just peaking. So I'm just thinking like I'm just visualizing like that specific spot. I can see like it's a good hidden spot, Mike.
Yeah, it is. It is
up and over. It's a good drop.
Yeah, I mean, I say if it hasn't changed much, we should cast it.
I agree. I would rather you do it than me because you see the fuckery on me.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a while. Let's get out there.
Yeah, and this is actually on the path towards the power lines, Mike.
Cool.
Where we were. So the path is here, and you come over this way into the woods more, and the power lines are still in that same direction, and the river's over here. So where we were that day with you.
Yeah.
We were in this area. But it wasn't there then either. Because I believe we went right through that area. Then with my nephews and my brother, we actually came back through again, and that's when I found that thing. Remember? Well, somebody found it. I don't know who found it.
Who knows? They could be peeking when we were in the college, Rich.
The what?
Probably, like what I'm saying is like the college is really not that far away.
No,
and
it isn't.
Maybe that was just made, and we were there, and it was just bobbing and weaving.
Yeah, very well could have been.
I'm sorry, good.
No, that's all right. Also, look at how deep it is too, which we were. That shows how heavy it was, or it was really wet, like Ron said, making that print. Which even in swampy muck, it's hard to make a print. It is because we've stood there next to it, and I didn't go down that far, and it was fresh when we originally found it. You know what I mean?
But during that time though, Rich, where that picture is to your right. Remember, we kept hearing snaps and walking, and then me and Lisa, we heard a clear knock, and I turned around and I looked at Richie and I'm like, "Did you hear that?" You're like, "No," because he was doing the Scaniversing. So it must have happened during that day where we perched at the college, and I told you guys on the audio, the video and audio, that you can hear something moving in that area. So it's a possibility. You're getting it. Yeah.
Well, I'm getting the fact too that I have it on my old phone, not this phone. So my Scaniverse app, I have it on both phones, but that's why I still have my old phone. So I can get the measurements and stuff for everybody. Actually, you know what? Let me see. Here we go. Can you grab my old phone, please? Here we go. All right. So maybe I can get to that by the end of the show. So that's cool. All right. Anything around? Yeah, there was stuff in there. You'd be surprised. Make prints and muck. I've been almost waist high in it. Yeah, no, listen, again, Wojo was standing next to this thing as well. And it was within 24 hours, I guarantee, of this thing. Because it was very,
yeah, about
very
300 pounds.
Look how shiny it still is. Everything's still wet.
Mm-hmm.
It's everything's shiny in this picture. All the leaves are shiny. Everything's shiny. All the leaves are brown. And the sky is gray. Lisa.
I only vaguely know that one.
I went for a walk.
Yeah, that's right.
But Mike, I'm a heavy dude. You know that, but I didn't really remotely come close to how deep that was.
Yeah, that
I'm
almost
like
looks
close to 300
like this
pounds.
kind of situation.
Yes.
To me, I don't know, but
That's where I'm at, Mike.
very strange. Right.
That's where I'm at.
Too.
It does look like that situation.
Like if it's crawling and it rests down on its right or its left forearm,
and it slid a little bit and sunk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Maybe
and I haven't
getting
seen the slide, closely enough, but it's definitely interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Obviously worth conversation, right? And Henry mentions he's a big dude as well and really didn't sink there either. Was there anything visible to either side of it? No, there wasn't a lot around it. But if you can get up over that, you can get up over it in one bound, and over there is all compost and leaves and pine needles. So it's very hard in a lot of these areas because you're dealing with either you're dealing with big clumps of grass or you're dealing with heavy compost. And right now it's even harder for at least another, I'd say, month because all the leaves, they could walk around right now and then all the leaves fall on top of it and you can't see anything. And that's, I think, where we were yesterday when we were there. We were having trouble with that. But there's my favorite mushroom. That's about, a little over 5 feet high. It was over my head, actually, so it's probably like 5'10".
Mm-hmm.
It's up here, that mushroom. So check it out. Here we go. Saw that enough. Saw that. Did we see that? You see my big dogs yet? That's the hail.
There's a page for that.
Look at that hail. Look at that hail right there, though. That glob. Oh, the bones. What about the bones, people? Look at that lock. Love that picture. It's a lock. There's that print inside the hut.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see that hail one more time. Now there's that hail, right? Now that hail is down here. It's like 7 inches across, and when you find it, and again, here's a mucky area. This is by what we suspect to be the huts. The bone was found about 30 feet from that.
Yep.
Where is it? This guy. Where is he? Oh, this guy right here. That one that shattered, fractured with no bone marrow was like 30 feet from that. So those when you start tying things together, you have suspected like dwelling areas that we deem that, and then you find this there. This track was found 70 feet that way and cast, and then that bone was found out front. So now you got 4 pieces in this one area. You might be onto something. You know what I mean? I feel, anyways, right? But I'm biased. Oh, Frozen Toe. I love Frozen Toe. That one's actually in Hanson by Hanson Grain. Dream catch up. Was Mike dancing yet?
This is very fitting music, Rich.
Lisa's like, I love my tune. Love my tune.
I'll stop buffing right here. You don't want none of that.
TBOYBBNO $.
So this is one thing I want to discuss, and then we're going to get on to the few investigations. So I put this up, and I was a little reluctant to do it because it draws criticism, but it's where I wanted to kind of come out of the structures closet and say, hey, this is where my head's at, and I don't care if you believe me or not, but I'm going to try to, show you things that, maybe Richie B's rave. Good one. Whatever, Ron. For me, it was hard because I put myself out there. For one, I'm commentating like, it sounds stupid, but I'm trying to show you what my eyes are seeing and explain to you what my eyes are seeing. And this is one of the first ones that I did that with. So I'll give you a few minutes of it, and then we'll get on with the other part that we want to go over. The good stuff, right?
That's up through these branches. There's a stress fracture. And you see those other trees, right? Tell me if this tree is standing straight up. There's the bend. Here. Tell me, well, that tree ends up under there. There's nothing here. It's wide open. And there's nothing on top of it. They're all on top of each other. There's no big trees that fell on top of this. They're all on top of each other. Right here, right over there, and then you have these mounted on top. Then this is the one right here. This is the kicker. That's a stress fracture. So here we are.
So that was kind of me putting myself out there a little bit with structures, and even a lesser structure, but compared to what I have found in the past or what I would find in the future. But even just to describe that, because it wasn't like one tree came down and just broke this and sucked it into those two other little branches that it was on and broke it. There's like 7 or 8 trees compiled on top of that. So the 7 or 8 trees had to fall on top of it, I guess, all at the same time to bring it down. You know what I mean? Those types of questions, That's all. That was one of the things that I brought, wanted to bring to the forefront of the Sasquatch research field. And, I'm going to stick to my guns when it comes to that. So I'm not leaving the structures in that sense, right? Buy the merch. Great looking dude. My little guy. See my little guy? Hello, me. All right, awesome. Let's see what we got here. Oh, what's this? Well, this one is, I believe, from last weekend. Right? So anyways, that's a compilation of stuff you'll find on my YouTube. Go over and check it out. If you haven't seen them all personally and able to watch them individually, you actually be able to do your own research just by looking at that stuff and make your own determinations. And hit the like button and just check them out. Throw in the view for me. That's great. You know what I mean? All fun. But it's enjoyable to watch, and I try to make it so it's fun. So let's see. Richie, it's like a buildup of last night to last night. Thanks for taking us. Thank you. No, I appreciate it. So I appreciate you guys being here. So this one is last Saturday, where we had something kind of bluff charges, I think. You know what I mean? So let's talk about last Saturday. So last Saturday we went over to my other property in the Bridgewater Triangle that I own with my first wife. You guys have all heard me talk about it plenty of times. And we you know what I got of this? I wish I could find the clips on there. I always have a hard time. We went out. We decided we'd sit by the fire or whatever the case might be, and Wojo walked up to again, we had a thermal problem, right, Woj?
Yeah.
He walks up with the thermal to the fence like right away, and he holds the thermal up over the fence, and there's a tree and a tree, and there's something like standing in the middle, right, Woj?
Yeah, our first, within 5 minutes, I just decided, this is the first time using it. I decided to do a quick scan. My thermal, goes as far as 60 feet, and right off the bat, I caught something orange peeking out of a tree, and then that's when I told Richie, "You got to go on live now. I see something on the thermal," which is key because we want to like capture anything and everything. And prior to that, it just got closer and closer. And I'm like, what is that? And it looked like I don't know if it was crawling, but then you see legs, but it wasn't crawling. It was standing there, and then it just kept going between the trees. And Rich knows what happened right after that. I don't know if you want me to continue or you want to finish it off, Rich.
No, you continue. I'm going to look for a couple of different screens I can pull up while you're doing that.
All right, buddy. So, you know, so Richie's like, what is that? And then all of a sudden the high snaps again. It was like large mass of snaps, large mass walking through. And well, me, Rich, and another group of the Boots on the Ground team members, we collided, and you could hear like a huff. And the first reaction was that a deer blow or a buck, and it to me didn't. It sounded more guttural, and we're trying to like process, and all of a sudden, because it walked to the right of us, and where the area it was in, it is beyond thick, and as I try to regain my composure and try to gun it again, now I'm watching it. It's walking. It did two more, like that, and you can't explain that. I watched it walk out, and there's a field out there. It just disappeared. Bottom line is, if it was a buck or a deer, I think, Mike, you could probably attest to, is that if we walked up to a buck and pushed them, I think it'll give like a huff sound or something, and you could hear it like, barrel ass through the woods hopping away. But there was no hopping away or nothing, and especially no four-legged creature. It was actually a two-legged creature, but it didn't make any like loud sounds like leaving. It was just amazing.
A little coffee table. Yeah, well, that's what it did. And it was me, Wojo, and Joe. Oh, hi, Crystal. How are you? Thanks for coming by. And it was it drew us backwards, and it was just like he was like, it was like that. And when you listen back to it, because I always react, you can hear in between my reaction, you hear that guttural kind of sound as opposed to like a huff from a deer, and it set us back. And Joe, being the hunter he is, said, "Oh, that's a deer or whatever." It's letting us know it's there. But then it moved towards us and did it again, and instantly mid-sentence he changed. He goes, "Oh no, wait, the deer would just run off." And what I did was later on in the investigation, I brought everybody out and around to the backside of this area because I kept trying to explain to them that if there was a buck in there, which is typically the ones that will do that, there's no way his antlers are making it through that space. It's not happening. And when I did that and we came back around, things happened in between, trust me. But when I did that, we came back around. We were doing this, trying to get through these little trees, and the pine needles are falling in your shirts and everything up. You can barely stick your hand through some of these areas. And to have that thing do a huff, another huff, and then it did three smaller huffs as it went off to the right. And there you go. Yeah, it definitely wasn't a snort, Cass. Absolutely not. No snort involved. It was all guttural, it was all hair. And it ran off to the right, and it was like almost like soundless. And I've even had Sasquatches, I believe, run around us, and they would sound like a plow going through the woods. And this one did not for some reason. It was like really weird. But it was aggressive in a sense too, So we startled something in, putting that together with the other piece of evidence, looking through the thermal and seeing a tree, and then some kind of a figure in the middle, and it looked like it was upright. And it took a step towards that tree, and then I heard Wojo go, "It's coming towards us," in a sense where it was harder to see. And then he goes, "It's gone." And that incident happened like less than a minute after that happened. So you put all those things together, giving you the context of what happened to us. It gives a little bit more validity and definitely makes you wonder a lot more what you were dealing with. And I think I know what we were dealing with in a sense, So Ron says horror and paranormal con is only invented kind. Really? Thanks, Ron.
But I had remember, Rich, I had my hand over the fence, okay?
Yeah.
When it came close, okay, I'm like, geez, Rich, it's getting close. But it's the high sounds
Appreciate
of
you.
the tree, of the limbs snapping and everything. So that's when I pulled back and went backwards. But I do now. My mind is like getting a little clear because I'm still spinning about everything that happened, folks. So bear with me. When it huffed the first time, we were talking, but I put it back up again. One thing I did notice, Rich, when it huffed the 2 times, it was like this. As it was walking. It wasn't running, folks. It's just that when they walk, I mean, they walk like casual, but it's fast. But it was like he's walking away, probably like doing and then at the very end, like that. It's just like a slight turn, and then it just walked directly out, and it was just totally guttural, very right through you.
Yeah, so that claw print thing with the thumb or whatever, it looks to be around like 13 inches. But I'm trying to avoid the slide piece, just so you know. Oh my God, that Scaniverse sometimes been acting weird lately. Yeah. All right, hang on a minute. Let me back out. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to do this so we can get this answer in for you. Measure. I got to send. So it's actually around, say, to be fair, it's probably around 11. So, I don't know what anybody's hands are from here to say a slide piece here or whatever. I don't know. Depends. But that's what it appears to be. I'll say under a foot, but no less than like say 10.5, because it's hard because there's claws up ahead type look. And then, you know what, I'm going to measure, see if I can measure this. And that thumb area is like 3 inches. I don't know what anybody's thumb is, but so, and then if you go the width, I'll go where the thumb starts to the other side. It says 6 to 7 inches. So that's a weird base compared to what we've documented, right?
Could be juvenile.
So, very well could be. Now, when I was here it is. Let me see if I can. Oh, yeah. So here's, which incident is this? Is this last night?
Yeah, I would assume so.
No, it can't be.
No, that can't be.
6 days ago. Isn't that the picture of
Yeah.
But I thought I just got on live. Why is it showing me 2 hours in? Did we go back on the thermal?
I don't think so. I can't see
Oh, yeah, we're out in the woods.
Oh, you can see it? Oh.
I know where we were.
Yeah.
We were right inside.
Yeah, this is when we were there, though. I'm
Yeah.
trying to find the rock throwing incident.
Oh, and also too, Mike, to follow up, when he left, about 3 minutes later, like, we're talking, and all of a sudden I can hear woo, 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 like from a distance, but in that area, and it looked like it was heading towards the bridge area where you can cross over in that field. And that was even more bizarre. It was just hearing vocalizations after that incident.
Oh, so 225. That's right. All right, yeah, 225 is the. All right, this is last night. I jumped over just because I got to go through that other video, but because I had it marked, but I think I got them mixed up. So 225 is where we heard the coyotes. They're kind of hard to hear. So if you got your headphones, there's a coyote that we picked up. I'll let you just listen to it. I want to say it's right about there. Is that playing? Yeah, see, that's the beginning. That's not the beginning of it.
Must have been walking up to me.
You guy talk too much.
Trying to figure where we are in this. Sorry, honey.
You ever see any eye shine, folks? Shh. There's something else in there.
Let me try playing that because I gotta clean it up. So what happened? So what was happening at this time, right? Was all right? So if you can't hear it, we could I can clear it up on Audacity and all that. Mike does really good work with that stuff. We heard a group of coyotes go off, but the first lead one that went off was really deep and graspy. And coyotes are normally they have that high pitch. And I heard talking, Henry. I said it a few times. I heard talking, but it wasn't kids. What I was hearing, and what we were. Obviously, you can see how dark it is. I mean, everybody was upset about it, but you this one just started off with a graspy like. It was very, very weird. It was like a slow Disney dog. You know what I mean? Like remember the eagle? They say, "Mama done told me." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was like really, really off. And if you play it back and forth a few times at 2 hours and 25 minutes, you can pick up on that guy. Really, really good. And then all the coyotes started going off. Then we had something thrown from behind. We heard come in. And then I was already saying that there was some movement out in front of me. And then you hear me in a few minutes, I go, we're being flanked. And, we're going to start moving. So I turned my light on because it got intense. And I held my light on and I said, hey, we're going to stop backing out. Like I was talking to the woods. We're going to stop backing out. We're going to leave now, blah, 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 because I felt they were getting too close. And everybody that was on the side was experiencing that as well, as what Sam says. Ron, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings on that. I'll advertise it for you after. I appreciate you letting everybody know. I'm in the middle of a show. I wasn't prepared to advertise. Sorry. I wasn't upset. I was scared for y'all. It was dark and hearing them sounds, intense stuff. It was very intense. And if you play it back with the headphones on, from this point on, you can hear a lot of different things. So as we walked up further, because last week's one probably was. So the other thing is, I have a clip from last week on my YouTube of something coming through the woods at us, getting thrown at us. So that's 2 weekends in a row. This time there was multiple things thrown. It wasn't just once. It happened, 4 times, I think it was? Mm-hmm. It was about 4 times, right? And so we got up a little further. Let me gauge where we are here. Sorry. The walk. Now this is where we're walking out. We're a little freaked out.
And then I heard one off of Joe's left shoulder. And then there's one back there for all the shit. Yeah, they got those pins here too.
They have pins in the trees for the hunters to see their way in and out or whatever, whoever's hiking or however that works. Oh, there's that train.
Oh, good. Yep. He's walking. Right there. You guys see that light right there?
You see it?
Right here on my phone.
Everybody see that? You see that right dead center screen? That light? We're in darkness, as you know. You've been in darkness with us all night. Suddenly these lights started to appear. And this particular light here, I'd say this one was the one of them was up. One was way up, but one was up. Yeah. And this is one of the first ones that we noticed. And then they started showing up more and more. There ended up being about 8 of them, I think, altogether at one point at the same time. So we've done a lot of research in this area, and we've followed up with a bunch of people that have experienced this before. And as crazy as it's going to feel me saying this, we have seen the lights of their eyes, the luminescent type lights that people talk about. And Lisa, you okay? Bree wants to know.
Yeah, yeah. There's just.
Are there lights in your yard?
I'm not even going to go there right now. Some was just out there, but it was just a fox.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with a fox.
Yeah, we'll go with a fox right now.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing is this, and actually D Hoop brings it up. So when we originally went out here, we were going to check the gifting chair, and I'm sorry I missed this. I shouldn't have bypassed it. And we had left peanut butter out there, and the cover was on loosely in a sense, but the peanut butter was gone, and we were looking around for the peanut butter, and about 20 feet away from it, maybe a little bit more, the empty jar of peanut butter sat. The cover was off it. It wasn't bitten into. It wasn't ripped off with hands. It wasn't smashed. There was nothing broken. You can almost look in there and see. Maybe I'll go back to it once we get past this. I got time. And you could see into it. It almost looks like, for me, it almost looks like they were clear tips of it, like spots, little circles, like spots, like someone put a fingertip in as far as they could reach it anyways, right? So the peanut butter was gone. The jar was far away. The label was ripped off. You could see a rodent might have got in there at some point and scratched at it, whatever the case, on the inside, which is typical, for when the apex predator is done, the little guy comes in and kind of scavenges. Wouldn't that be the case, Mike, in a lot of situations?
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, seagulls or whatever. They let the vultures eat first, and then the seagulls get to have some type of stuff. You know what I mean? So if you think
or squirrels fitting in there,
squirrel maybe. You know what I mean? It could have been any of that.
Yeah.
But you could clearly see where something with digits had, for me, like it reached over the top of the hole because it's a smaller hole to get in there and got all it could. You know what I mean? And that was really cool to see. So. Definitely. So here we go. So these lights started appearing, and it wasn't just this moment. It was throughout from this moment on. The video goes another almost hour, so obviously I'm not going to play that, but we'll jump around a little bit.
You guys seeing this? We don't know.
See how it kind of goes away?
Brighter. See how bright it is?
It was brighter, and then it went away. I was just looking. I used the light to see where I was stepping.
There's two. Behind it, right?
So there is a road out back that goes this way. These lights were stationary, standing in front of
That
us.
wasn't what I saw. The one I saw was orangish red.
Bluish orange, different colors we were seeing.
Like a brownish red. Where'd it go? That's cars right there. No, they were over here, and that was a no. Yeah. Oh, dude, yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, we can't get a hike because there's a hill in front of us, right? And it goes down. That's where we were that high when we were interviewing with Sam.
Yes, Crystal, that's the goal.
Yes, correct, Joe. All right, we're gonna stay right here, guys. All right, all lights off. I'm aimed towards the path. Everybody aim somewhere. If we see it, then we can all look, but we gotta be safe too. Over here.
You can hear them moving.
It's not moving.
And some got thrown at us from behind while we were standing here. And we'll try to move up a little bit.
What's going on, dude?
That's the other thing. The dogs that don't usually go off were absolutely going off. Mike, over at your friend's house there where you got the cast?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were going nuts. And we've been in there a few times now in the dock, and they hadn't been like that. And they were just, you can hear them in the background, just losing it. And like I said, that was out of character. So that was something else as an investigator you pick up on, you know. Let me see if I can get some more light images. My camera was tough because I was trying to get in position a lot.
Yeah, I try to position for you because I know it's not easy when you have a phone reflecting off your eyes, and you know.
Yeah, it was definitely getting in the way.
Mhm.
That's him. I think that's his arm.
Here I was putting it together.
I can't get nothing. I want it so bad. I'm sorry again. I'm trying.
No, Sky.
I see that howl in the background.
There's a howl going on. Hear that? You can hear it.
Way low. It's brighter now. Oh shit. We just got something thrown at us again.
Do you hear it?
That's behind us though. I don't think so. I think we're flanked completely. This is a distraction. He's over here.
Yes, it was down low, dude.
It might be why they do that with their eyes. So you do get caught up looking at it like a fucking kitty cat. But you gotta listen to what I'm saying here. This is a distraction. I'm sick.
She wants coffee, Mike.
Oh, guys, you can get on the phone.
Can you make me a coffee, please?
Yeah. It's moved. That's a distraction. Watch behind you.
It didn't make sense to me while the guy was so active behind us while we were all staring the other way.
Distraction.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Yes, coffee for the room.
And you go, ooh, and then they all let us go. That's part of the plan here. That's brighter. Oh, look how shiny it is.
Well,
Get that now.
I gotta try to hang on. Coffee.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep so hard for you.
I think there's one coming up here.
Please be quiet so I can listen. Yo, please. Eve. Oh,
There we go. You see one?
this is weird.
See it?
Oh, there it is. See, guys? We don't know what that light is. Oh, it's moving. See how bright it just got?
See, it was
Thank you over
doing
there
this.
with those people, okay? Don't be scared. Okay? We left you that gift. I want you to go have it. You guys want that light? Yeah, I'd like a gift back at this point, please. Flowers, mushroom. Well, mushroom would be pretty awesome with. I'm on this light right now. Hang on a minute. Okay?
What color do you guys see? Because I can almost see like a greenish blue in that. Can you see any color, Mike?
That's the light, dude.
No, it looks like a whitish gray to me from here.
It's not.
Whitish gray. That's fine.
It could be their eye. You can see it move to the left and right. You're right, Henry. This is a big gift. Oh, I hear breaking over there. Did you hear it?
See, I want you guys to feel what we're in. We're hearing the breaking.
All right, we're going to back out. Yep.
Another one right there when I turn my
That was Big
phone.
Mama. That was Big Mama. I'm zooming on one time. See you guys later. Thank you.
So I'm going to fast forward a little bit because on the way out it got a little crazier. It got quiet for a
I
second.
got to keep an eye out, dude. That was. No, we watched it moving like a natural head motion. I don't know, dude.
So for me, what I saw when I said it moved,
This place is crazy.
yeah.
Like this.
I literally and
I can't zoom in on it.
oh sorry, where is it? A lot of darkness, sorry, but it's kind of what we were in. I saw
Harris.
a kind of a head like this. It was up here, kind of looking out at us.
I know, I was just talking about your mom.
It was red, and it was a red color,
Good mom.
and I saw it kind of go like this, and then back up real slow. The motion of the eye was like, but what I saw was like this. And upon talking to people that have experienced this on a regular basis,
Yeah, I'm trying to find out.
to bring their names up, Denise and Ernie Pack, and Squatchman out in the Midwest, they talk about having seeing one eye because the other one's kind of behind the tree. You got to remember, their eyes aren't together like ours; they're more like over here. So they have one behind a tree easily. So we were experiencing it again here, and now people are talking about heights. The one with the red eye that I saw was way up. Oh, here we go. But then I get in there and things get glitchy. It was weird because as soon as I get near that thermal, man, everything just bugs out. So upon talking to them, they discussed that with me. They discussed the different colors. They've seen them change colors. The eyes change colors. They stopped bringing their cameras because a lot of times they have problems, technology problems like we do. And I've known their story for a long time. And when I got home last night, I called them right away and had a
tree, bro. I've never seen it like that.
look at it.
It was lit up like.
There's another one in the middle there. You see it?
Guys, I don't know what's going on. You should see.
Yeah, there was some. I don't even want to talk about what flew behind us. Yeah, that's just weird.
Pixie dust.
So
That was insane.
yeah, so here, let me. I'm gonna stop sharing now.
What if I gotta get out of here?
There's something fighting in the woods.
Yeah, so what we dealt with last night
Going over there?
for me was something I never dealt with, and there's more footage. We're gonna clean some things up. Wojo's got some still shots. Like Lisa said, she's got some stuff as well. But when I'm standing there and we leave and we go out to the open field area where I have 5G, there's no question about it. I never have an issue there filming. And there's a bush line like this, and on the other side is the forest, and we're out in the grassy field. You could literally go down that row, and there was like one here, one there, one here, and you're talking about the heights. Some of them were really low to the ground, and you could see them do this, and the eyes would go away, and then I call them eyes, I guess, and then they would come back, and that's what kept happening to lead us in that direction, because the movements of them was just like me looking at you going like that, except they were like little bulbs. It was totally something I've never experienced. I've only heard about it. It's all over YouTube. You can look them up. I don't know how the validity of them or not. So what people say they are, I think, what is the word? Lucent? What is it? Evolutions or something?
Bioluminescent?
Luminescent, that's the word.
But yeah,
Yeah. Have you ever experienced anything like that?
not from Sasquatch.
Yeah. How do you feel about it? Because I'm still stuck on it. I don't know how to feel about it, even though looking at it, it was mind blowing. It wasn't just like orbs. It wasn't. I've been in the paranormal world. It wasn't orbs.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I mean, I've heard it enough to feel like there has to be some kind of there's something to it.
So
Yeah.
you've heard it. You've heard. Obviously, you're a researcher. You research all the
Yeah,
time.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
A bit. And people insist that, it wasn't tail lights lighting up, it wasn't from fire, it wasn't from flashlight, or it wasn't from any other ambient light. It was self-illuminating.
That
Right.
self-illuminating, I think, is key. I mean, do you feel that way, Lisa and Wojo?
Mhm. The way I saw it was they were open. To me, it was like eyes open, and then they'd close. And as soon as they'd open again, it was closer. It kept getting closer and closer and closer. And I will say I did get kind of freaked out. So, but it was really, really cool to see. But it was very, very freaky.
Very chilling.
Yeah, yeah.
So, hang on one second. Sorry.
I think I actually grabbed onto Wojo's arm and said, "I'm done. I want to leave."
Right? No, because you could actually see the blink. You know what I mean? And that was the other thing we discussed. That you could hear us in the video at some points going, "Hey, that it just blinked. It just blinked." I just saw it blink, and then Wojo stayed behind a little bit, and we were off towards the field. And the one that we saw, I pointed like this, like up. And mind you, there was a crest of a little mountain, like a little hill. Now the cool thing about this is, and Sam can attest to that. Sam interviewed us. Was it the day before or earlier that day? I can't remember. Day before, right? When we were out there with Joe. Yeah, it was the day before. And we were standing in this very spot, and I went down and around, and I found another area that looked like a hut, and all it was matted down inside, and we were standing in it doing the interview with Sam, and it was cool as shit. And I said to Woj a couple times, "That's where we did that interview. That's where we did that interview." That's crazy. So there's all kinds of things that tie into this. So when you're standing in the field, this is what I saw. I saw one over here, low to the ground, another one a little bit higher over here, and then I believe the big guy was behind the cold bush, because when we pulled out the thermal, where we had trouble seeing things and had technical problems, I saw the freezing cold blue bush like this. And I saw, this is my witness, this is what I saw, my own account, is this over the bush. I saw a shoulder, and I saw like a shape of a head. And I even said it to Wojo. I'm like, right there. It's right there in your flare, dude. I could see it. It's right there. Look at the cold bush. Look behind the cold bush. And it was all yellows and greens and oranges. It was something that was hot. So that's why I sent that picture to the group, because we have our own private group, Boots on the Ground, the thermals, because it's not stuff that I would put out there, so to speak. You know what I mean? Because it's hard to make out, but you have to understand that everything else is cold, but these areas are hot spots. So if we're going by technology and the thermal saying, hey, this is a hot spot, then, what could it be, right? What can it be, right? So why are those areas hot? And some of the things that we saw that were hot, Woj, I sent you that picture. What'd you make of that picture? I mean, I don't know what your opinion is on that.
I have a lot of opinions, believe me.
Yeah.
First of all, looking at the thermal, okay, I've been watching the two sets of eyes, and I can clearly see eyes. But one crouched down on the ground, and I get the thermal on, and Richie's trying to, put the phone, in view for everybody. But the amazing part is that these eyes were probably about three feet to the ground, and then it rose right up, and it kind of like, did a quick turn, and I said, "Oh my God, it's standing up!" And when I mean standing up, it went from 3 feet to
12,
seven or above, and it's just amazing what they go. They're like this. They're going back and forth. And I'm going to shift gears a little bit, Rich, because now Richie's phone clicked off, and he's having these technical difficulties. And all of a sudden, I can hear my name being yelled at, and I have my back like, I don't know, 30 feet. I got Sasquatches behind me, and me turning around going, "Wow, what's up?" He's like, "You got to check this out." And we looked up in the air, and that's when we saw this like mist or like a cloud that's about 20 feet by like maybe 12 feet floating against the wind. Because freaky stuff is happening. Richie's phone just like clicked off and whatever.
I didn't want to go there, dude. I didn't want to go there. That's so hard to explain, man, and it sounds so different because I don't think one was associated with the other. But that thing was very strange. It moved at like a half a mile an hour through the wind, like a cotton ball, like floating in the wind. It was just
slow.
And then disappeared.
Right before 4 of our eyes.
It went between 2 trees. And now I can see what they're talking about. I go, what, the plane? I'm looking for UFOs or anything. No. And then I look to my right. I'm like, what is that? Right off the bat. And so what it did is it just floated right behind this tree, went in between. But once it came to the last tree, it's like it just sucked up in. It totally like just went in and disappeared. And I ran out with my thermal and I had it up in the air. And I'm just like, what the F is that? And we just couldn't explain. So then Richie's like, you know what? I've had enough. Let's go back to the trucks. So we go back to the trucks and we set up our vehicles. We're taking off our gear. And as we're talking, our other boots on the ground investigator, he goes, Wojo, what is that light over there? And I'm like, what light? And so I walk towards him, and where the street is, literally the stretch of woods is not wide at all, folks. I'm telling you, it's probably about, I don't know, maybe like 25 yards or less to get to this road. And I'm looking, I go, I don't remember a house being there. So as I walk closer, all of a sudden I go, what is that? And then I saw the eyes. I just can't get over the eyes because it was bright, but I could see 2 eyes.
Yes, D-Hoop, yes.
Yes, D-Hoop. But the thing is, when you take a picture of an object that's glowing, and you're not going to see the two eyes because it just gets so much glow, and it just the light just kind of like expands like that. It looks like an orb, but it's not. Because as I walk towards them, because I ended up bringing Lisa out with me, another one appeared, and I go, "Whoa!" I go, "There's another one. There's two of them. How did they get down here so quick?" So my phone's dead, so I had it charged. So I had Lisa come over and start videotaping it, and then all of a sudden we can hear. It was long, and it was a whoop. I could hear the whoop, and Lisa, be like, "You turn, Lisa. I'm watching you." She goes, "Did you hear that?" I go, "And what did you hear?" And you go, "I heard a long whoop." I go, "That's what I heard." But I'm like scanning. So if I'm looking at something at like 11 o'clock, I'm looking at 2:30, 3 o'clock, and I go, "I don't see nothing on my thermal." So it could be like some sort of Sierra sound. I don't know. But when you guys were leaving, we had 4 vehicles, folks. I was the last one to follow them out. And Richie and all them, they all took a right. And I stopped. I only like moved up like maybe like 2 truck lengths, and I stopped. It's hard to say, D Hoot, how far from my distance. It could be 3-4 inches apart. But again, I just saw her eyes. But when those guys took the right, and I'm telling you, the stretch of woods where they're at, I could see them following them out, and both of them at the same time. Watch these guys leave. And all of a sudden they just turned and go like this and looked at me. I'm like, "All right, love you guys, thank you." Bye. Hey, we brought you up more peanut butter. Buy the merch, and I just like drove away. And I was talking to my brother Matt, and he's like, "What the hell's going on?" I go, "They're still now they're watching me. They just didn't move. They just very observant."
Yeah. And that patch of woods he's talking about, Mike, was on the other side towards your friend's house, but there's that long patch of woods before your friend's house. There's their house there, and then there's a big chunk of woods right there, and then where we go in the little dirt road to go out.
You can see the pasture, Mike, right from the road. You can see that pasture on the other side. It's not the woods. It's definitely not big,
right? But it's far enough away from the house because they had their yard lit up when I drove down the road with Jordan leaving. Their yard was lit up. But their dogs have been going nuts. They probably turned on every freaking light on purpose last night because those dogs were going freaking crazy. And I even said that's why the dogs are going crazy, because I was wondering why maybe these guys were sending mind speak to get the dogs to deter us or whatever. But no, there was other ones over there closer to that house, but not at that house. Do you know what I'm saying? It was right on the edge of the woods by the dirt road where we all park. And like I said, their house is like a good 3 football fields, well, more even away from that. You know what I mean? And it looks like their tree line way kind of, you got the cast goes down the river, but it dog legs out away from where we park and goes to the Taunton River. You know what I mean? Right. So it was absolutely nuts. But real quick, I want to bring Animal in. He's got a show to do. I don't want to hold him up. We were in the middle of an intense conversation. Then we're going to wrap this up and call it a night. But I got to tell you, man, it wasn't exact. I mean, I don't know if I brought you guys into that investigation good enough last night, but there will be more things coming out once we get some of the technology cleared up. And the personal experience coming from quality investigators, honest people that lived through this as a group, not as an individual, as a group, experienced a lot of the same exact things, man. It was for me, as a Sasquatch researcher and someone's been in this for a while, I had never experienced it to the point where I got home and had to call people that had experienced it. Again, reaching out to the experts, right? So let's welcome Animal to the show. Animal, what's happening? What's going on? What? Every time I throw you on stage, it's some kind of fuckery. What is going?
Well, he thinks he's the guy from Star Trek.
Headphones? Is this how you wear it? Like Spock?
Yes, you got it right, bro. You got it. You're doing good, kid. Keep learning.
What's up, bro? What's up?
Say hi to everybody on the side, my friend.
You
Hi.
missed me early. I was twerking
man.
a little bit in the green room there and having a party.
Yeah, it's a good time back there. It's a pantless zone though, so make sure your pants are off. There's no pants allowed in the green room, bro.
It happens
Nope.
man, every day.
Nope, no pants. That's why I always serve hot coffee, just in case.
Well, you
Well-
do have some undies that has my logo on your rear end, so
Yes, I have those. Yes. Don't make me throw them on.
I got proof.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the whole internet's got proof of my ass with your logo.
And use those wet naps before you touch your mic too.
Yeah, I would. That green room's a mess. Wojo was back there with grapes. Who's on your show tonight, bro?
Oh, April Doucette and Mike.
Oh, Danger.
So I'll have
Right.
Ghost Magazine on with me, and we're gonna have some fun. And who knows, kind of shenanigans are gonna happen.
Nice. So Mike Castro and April Bissett from Ghosted Magazine.
Yeah,
Two pretty cool human beings, man. You definitely want to have a conversation with them.
yeah, they're both cool people. I love them both. I think Mike's gonna be a little late, but I'll be starting off with April, and then Mike will hop on a little bit after. So it'll be fun.
Well, Mike's big time now. He hangs out with Rob from Get Haunted, so they gotta
Him
they
and
gotta get the limousine. They gotta come out of the limousine. You got video for him when he comes out of the limousine?
I'll try. I'll see what I can come up with. It might be like a picture of your rear end, so I might put that up.
I think that's a great idea. You should put it up like a bat signal so everybody comes to your show.
Every time Richie and Wojo come on, I'll put on a bat signal of Richie B's butt.
You won't know. That butt brings in some weird stuff. Okay, buddy?
Yeah, brother.
You might get a Sasquatch out of the deal.
Oh, you never know.
Sasquatch been checking me out in the woods, boy.
Well, it might be. Are you sure it's not me?
Yeah, probably. You guys look the same.
You never know. My feet
No look, but smell definitely yes.
Yeah, my feet are as big as him. So
The butt signal.
Yeah.
Well played, Bree. Josh, do you know Mike Trainer?
no, we
No,
don't.
man. How you doing?
Hey,
Nice
what's
to meet
up,
you.
Mike Trainer to me, and he's very humble. He's a top-notch researcher and many things. You know what I mean? But he's my Sasquatch buddy, and we've done a lot of stuff together, a lot of conversations, man. A lot of me going, Mike, I got a question, Mike. Save me, Mike. Mike was on my very first episode when my whole world was imploding around me because I had every screen open. I had Facebook, YouTube, Facebook. And all these echoes were in my ears, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. And Mike very calmly goes, "It's okay, Rich. It's okay." I'm like, because it's okay. And then I started exiting out the windows and I could hear everybody normal. I was like, oh, it is okay. It was a fun show. And then I proceeded to talk over everybody. I know, that's a surprise. Not much has changed.
Hell yeah.
Well, good. I hope you have a great show. Always good to have you on. You got to get going because it's almost time for you to kick it off. I might be a minute or two late, but it's Mike's fault, all right?
Yeah, well, April's already messaging me, so I better get my rear end off.
Get your ass on it. Everybody get over and watch the Animal Paranormal Podcast coming up at 8 o'clock, 8:03, by the way. Stay here till 8. No, get over and watch his show tonight. He's got some incredible guests on the Get Haunted Network, man. We appreciate you, Josh. We'll talk to you very soon. Stay safe down there in messy Florida, okay?
I'll try.
Take care.
All right. That's a great answer.
Never.
Awesome. So, yeah, that's Mike's on. I'm sorry, Josh is on after us. Make sure you watch his show. For me tonight, I really appreciate everybody just kind of reminiscing with us and, kind of going through those 100,000 views, right, and kind of checking them out. I think we should have a big 1-year anniversary type show, and we can all enjoy it and maybe have some guests come back on like Mike, and maybe we can get Dave McCullough to come back on. He's been hiding from me for a while. It might be a Squatchachusetts thing. I'm not really sure, but we'll find out. Maybe Matt Moniz. Nobody's heard from Matt Moniz in quite some time. I'd love to get Matt Moniz on there. Alex Petikoff said he'd be free in December sometime. And hopefully Jason Kenzie's going to be here again, too. So a lot of great shows that we've had, man. We're going to build up to that 1-year anniversary party that we're going to have. Again, the anniversary is December 5th. When is December 5th this year? Does anybody know? I know it's not a Saturday. Well, then again, no, I don't. Oh, wait, it's close. It's close. Hang on. December 5th is a Thursday. So
Thursday.
So the 7th, December 7th, we'll have our anniversary show. Does that sound good to everybody?
Day before my birthday. Boom.
What's it? The 8th is your birthday? All right.
Did
Well,
you-
don't anybody bring that up and ruin my fucking 1-year anniversary because it's Wojo's
I'm
birthday.
crashing.
I hope everybody enjoyed themselves tonight. Like I said, I tried to mix and match it and timeline it and all that stuff, and it was just hard to do. But I wanted you to see the lights, and I wanted you to feel where we stood. It was very intense last night. It was crazy. The things getting thrown at us. We were hearing the motions in the woods. The weird slow coyote made no sense to me. I almost wanted to yell out, "That sucked!" You know what I mean? Like, that's a terrible job, Sasquatch. They probably had like the 10-year-olds do it. You know what I mean? He was like, "Let me try." That's what it reminded me of. So if you go back and can listen to it, if I can get it cleaned up on Audacity, or maybe Mike could help me with that. He's really good at that. And pull that sound out so you guys can hear it better. I'll post it and I'll give you a heads up.
Love the decals,
Look
Mike.
at Tim Bogle. What's up?
Yeah,
Keep
man.
climbing.
Let me know what you need, Wajo. Hey,
Yeah.
send me some pictures too from last night. Maybe I can try to clean them up. I don't know what you guys have done, but
Yeah, absolutely. Gotta
some
do that.
some exposure and stuff like that could bring something out.
That's a great point, he ranks. You know that, right?
Mhm.
We're still in the middle of it, and I'm glad to have somebody on the outside come into it and think like that because we're still all wired and fired up over this. It was absolutely intense, and like I said, I got home and called and said, "You guys have experienced this. Please tell me." And all the things that I was saying, they were like, "Yes, that's it. Yes, that's what we're talking about. Yes, that's what happened. Yes, you now experienced that." And I feel like I've elevated because it was a gift, and I got goosebumps. But I want to thank everybody on the side, man. I got to tell you, man, Bree and Sam and Matt, Mojo, Sky, all the guys, everybody on the side last night that was part of it, Henry, they all experienced that with us, and it was absolutely amazing night. And tonight was a lot of fun. The show was a lot of fun, and always good to have Mike Trainer back on with me and my teammates, and of course my co-host. I want to thank you guys for hanging with me tonight, Mike and Lisa. Thank you so much, both of you, very much. Wojo, as usual, an outstanding job just sitting there and shutting up. You did amazing, man.
Rich, I gave you the floor, man.
Thank you for that, sir. Thank you. Hands up, right? Yes, that. So in the meantime, listen, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, all banter with Richie B. Please go over, like, and subscribe on the YouTube and hit that notify button. You're missing out on this shit. I mean, a lot of it, you can just put your headphones in, obviously, right? But every once in a while, maybe if you're working, you can peek down and see it, and see what we're seeing. Last night was absolutely lit. The weekend before was absolutely lit. We had something else thrown at it. I hardly ever had anything thrown at me. Night investigations are a totally different ballgame, and we're going to work very hard to get our technology up to par. A lot of this was just like, let's just do it, and that's what we did. So we're going to get better, and we're going to evolve as we go. So we're sorry it's not so visually pleasing, but make sure you have your headphones on, and make sure you're part of the investigation as you always are. This is an interactive podcast. Those are interactive lives. So I'm very grateful to have you here. Thank you for joining me on the Get Haunted Network. Get over to Parastream and make sure you subscribe to Parastream. Damian Smith will tell you it's kick-ass, and he's the spokesperson for fucking everybody, by the way. So I haven't met anybody. I think he got a job with SpaceX now, and they don't even need a spokesperson. So, Wojo, I just want to say one more thing, of course. Love you, baby Jack. I love you, mama. Go ahead, Wojo. Take us out of here, man. Let's go. Let's go.
Thank you, folks. Keep climbing, and boom, let's go.